You say something completely normal, a simple comment, a small joke, maybe just a casual opinion in a conversation. Everyone seems fine with it. The moment passes. Nothing dramatic happens. But later, something strange begins. Your brain starts replaying the moment. The sentence you said suddenly sounds different in your head. You start thinking, why did I say it like that? That sounded weird. Did I sound stupid? The more you replay it, the more uncomfortable it feels. And now a completely normal moment begins to feel embarrassing, almost like you exposed something about yourself. But here's the strange part. Most of the people who heard you say it probably forgot the moment within seconds. They moved on. They continued their day. Yet your brain keeps analyzing it. Why does this happen? Why can a perfectly normal sentence turn into a wave of embarrassment hours later? The answer has a lot to do with how the human brain protects social belonging. For most of human history, humans lived in small tribes. In those environments, reputation mattered for survival. If you said something strange, offensive, or confusing, it could affect your place in the group. And losing your place in the group meant losing safety. So the brain developed a system designed to monitor social behavior very carefully. Psychologists call this process post-event processing. It's when the brain replays a social interaction to check if something went wrong. Did I say the wrong thing? Did someone react strangely? Did I make myself look foolish? This system originally helped humans adjust their behavior and maintain social harmony. But today, it often exaggerates small moments that were never a problem. Because the brain isn't just reviewing what happened, it's also imagining what might have happened. And imagination can distort reality. A neutral reaction suddenly feels negative. A quiet pause suddenly feels awkward. Your mind fills the gaps with doubt. Another reason this happens is something psychologists call the spotlight effect. The spotlight effect is the tendency to believe that other people notice your behavior far more than they actually do. Your brain acts as if a spotlight is shining directly on you, as if everyone is carefully analyzing what you say. But in reality, most people are too focused on their own thoughts, worries, and conversations to analyze yours that deeply. Think about it. How often do you replay someone else's sentence for hours? Probably almost never. But you replay your own sentences all the time because you experience your own actions from the inside. Your brain hears every tone shift, every hesitation, every tiny change in your voice. So when the memory comes back later, your brain examines it in microscopic detail. And when something is examined too closely, it starts to look flawed. It's like zooming in on a photograph. From far away, the image looks smooth. But when you zoom in too much, you start noticing tiny imperfections. Your brain does the same thing with social memories. There's also another psychological factor involved. Your brain doesn't store conversations as perfect recordings. Instead, it stores fragments, bits of emotion, pieces of meaning, small details. When the memory replays later, your brain tries to reconstruct the moment from those fragments, and during reconstruction, it often adds uncertainty. Maybe that sounded weird. Maybe they thought that was awkward. But those maybes slowly begin to feel real, even though they are only possibilities. And this process is even stronger in people who are thoughtful and self-aware, people who reflect deeply on their behavior, people who care about how they affect others. Your brain simply runs more social analysis. But here's the important truth. That feeling of embarrassment doesn't mean you actually did something embarrassing. It means your brain is trying to protect your social identity. It's trying to make sure you stay accepted, respected, and understood. The system itself isn't broken. It's just overactive. Because in the modern world, most conversations are much safer than the ancient environments our brains evolved in. A slightly awkward sentence doesn't threaten your survival. It doesn't threaten your place in a tribe. Most people won't even remember it. But your brain is still using the same ancient monitoring system. So when you find yourself replaying a normal sentence and feeling embarrassed about it, pause for a moment. Ask yourself a simple question. Did anyone react negatively in the moment? If the answer is no, the moment probably passed exactly the way it needed to. Your brain simply zoomed in too closely afterward. And the strange feeling you experienced was not proof that something went wrong. It was just your mind doing what it has always done, reviewing the moment, trying to improve, trying to keep you socially safe, even when there was nothing to protect you from.